Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw right away. As his man, it's the Michigan rookie. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Third and short, Daniels. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Again, Daniels to the air. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Play action on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Willis now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To throw, here's Willis. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. You're going for this. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On second down, Robinson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Sidney Brown in on that stop. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Okay, ready?
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Slot man motioned over. First down, and they go right back to him. And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 27. He finds Brown right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Ready! Go!
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Option play headed right on 1st and goal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Connects with Johnson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's Willis to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun here. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 2. He sends this one to the end zone. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Llzaire, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Staying with Robinson. Past midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Take go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Give them about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5. Let's go. Rig alert.
Running back sent in motion.
Go.
Daniels from the pistol. Pass is caught at the 9. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Once more, it's Robinson. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Buying some time right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He finds Johnson. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They send a man in motion. Willis looking to throw. He's on the move. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Daniels on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They motion the tight end over. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Giants using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go, set. Warrior 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. That's taken on the 7. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And it'll be Giants football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Gets this to Johnson. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Willis now. A throw left side finds Johnson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 1. It is caught left side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing is Willis. Rolling left, buying some time. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
To throw, here's Willis. Flush down now to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Willis to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Just 4 seconds left, Brock. Only time for one play. Man, it's going to be a field goal try. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now. Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Robinson on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Putting the tight end in motion.
60 Maverick.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. A lot of mess on the move here. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Willis. Completed over the middle. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Here we go. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Last thing, 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. They go for it on 4th down and get it in a big way. 25 yards there.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing from the gun. On the move, headed right. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working quickly here. Here's Willis to the air. Forced out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Willis. Chased out to his right. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. 7-5.
He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver to the goal line. And they were on him from the start. He's brought down for a massive loss.
Well, I'm not even sure how this happens, Kate. All it took was falling forward, and they're in 3 feet. Instead, this is one of their biggest losses of the game, and if this series doesn't end in 6, well, they can have that play to thank for it.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Willis looking to throw. Has it in close. And that's a New York touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tie this game up. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Cardinal. Hurt.
Daniels from the pistol. Getting out to his left. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Before the play clock can expire, we get a timeout from Coach Dan Quinn. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels escapes the pocket. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Trap 60. 19 Lions. Go.
From the 46. Oh, big moment here. This is intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 18. Pioneer. Steady.
Daniels coming back after that pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
60 Eagles. 60
A loss of
Eagles.
4 brings up 2nd and 14. After 20
Trying again following the sack. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
48-yard line.
Set. Rig alert. Check smash. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Cut out left. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
3rd and 6.
Hawk 70. Ready.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
They'll take over.
Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They go play action on 1st. Escapes out to the left. And the Commanders get home, they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Trying for the deep ball. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He's on the move. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has it down close. He has the New York touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
Commanders 24.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll motion Brown right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, Daniels to the air. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
On the move, headed right. Now here he goes again. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down.
79 Broncos. Take over.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now the Commanders face a very important 2-point attempt.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go.
Setting up to pass. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18, run. 18, run.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Pretty easy to see here. He just simply takes off before he gets full possession, and that is a drive. It's kind of like when a receiver gets a handoff. You got to secure the ball first before you can make anything else happen.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A handoff to Tracy. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw it. Gets this to Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down. And he could have a free play here. Oh, he put everything he had into that. This is caught inside the 15. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. He saw someone jump, took the free play deep, Brock, and that gets them a much bigger play than the penalty would have. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants lead by 15 now.
Commanders 30.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready. Ready.
Play fake here, Daniels. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Oh, now a lateral, and it's loose. And the ball bounces